Hey, good morning, everyone. It's a new day. And yesterday when we were driving this up, when this was on the trailer, the one of the pins flew out. So this is what the pin's supposed to be like for the hinge. And this pin flew out and we saw it happen. He hit a bounce. We pulled over, we looked for it. But yeah, it's gone. So I have to fix that. And maybe just clean it up a little bit. There's some sawdust and stuff in there. This thing is handy for all sorts of things. Never thought I would be using a little vacuum, like dust buster thing for a shop, but I mean, especially without having dust collection yet, it's pretty handy. Oh, by the way, everybody's telling me to get dust collection for this. Yeah, that's what this port is for on the top, and it's gonna need. All right, a quick update. It is about noon, and I decided I need to move my workstation underneath the finished ceiling so I can move the ladder around more easily, especially right there. You see what I'm doing? Kind of straddling the wood. So I got to reorganize some things. But we are 26 rows up, almost at the peak. It should be 29 to get to the top if my math is right. And once we get up there, that top piece is not gonna be a full 5.5 inches. It's gonna actually be about 2.5 inches. So we're gonna have to rip one down the middle on each side, because that's just the way the math works out. And then on the center beam, we're gonna just nail one end to end straight down, and that's gonna cover up any kind of gaps or anything that are left at the very top. So I think it's starting to look pretty good. It's nice to be able to like stand right here and then look over and even look up, and I can see the progress, and kind of gives you the feel of how it's gonna be in here. Not counting these timbers. Of course, these are gonna be, I'm gonna build those out into false timbers, and just to get rid of this ugly 2x6s, you know, they're gonna be nice. I haven't decided exactly, maybe walnut or mahogany, or who knows, maybe just extra leftover pine. Maybe I'll just stain it darker and use that, or just leave it the same color. Haven't decided yet, but that's a long ways away. We still have this whole other side to go. I'm gonna go ahead and move the workstation around a bit, move the shop around a little bit to maximize efficiency for getting this ceiling done. Getting really close to the top now. So I realized this video, it's already 3 p.m. or something like that. It's already getting pretty late and I haven't really filmed much, so I figured I'd walk you through how I'm installing this tongue and groove ceiling. So right now, as you guys know, from here up to where the timbers come across, I just cut pieces and fit them in there. And then the one that rides on top, it had to be notched like that, all the way across, right? So we have 8 timbers going across. And then we have 29 rows of tongue and groove knotty pine going up. So the distance between this end nailer and the second rafter is not 48 inches. This is 24, 24, 24 all the way across, but this one is short. So this one is always a little bit off. So we have to measure that one separately. So basically I get on the ladder here. This is tough to do with 2 hands. I don't know how I'm gonna do it with one, but basically I get that over to that edge. And there we got 43 3/8. Okay. Now at this point, I'll look for an ugly end. So here we have some ugly knots. This one's gonna fall out eventually. So I'd like to cut this side off. So I'm gonna measure from this end, 43 3/8. 1, 2, 3. So right about there. Cool thing about this, there's a little button right here. Light comes on, and the shadow shows exactly where that's gonna go. Go ahead and install this. These short pieces are 10 times easier than trying to put one of those 12 footers up there, because it's just, this will fit right in. And that's the only reason I'm able to film this individually, because trying to film while doing one of those 12 footers, that just ain't gonna happen. So we get it over to the wall. Oh, that's a lot, that's pretty short. Let's start that over. Okay, let's try that again. My measurement was quite a bit off because I was too busy worrying about the camera. Basically, the tongue groove slides right in like this. Just like that. It has to fit in all the way over. There we go. Now it's loose. So we just gotta send in a nail on each rafter and we're good. This is a 15 gauge finish nailer. It's the angled one, and I'm using 2-inch nails. So I like to shoot it right through the tongue, just like that. So that way when you put the next groove over top of it, it kind of hides it. Plus in behind, you shoot it at an angle so it goes in like that. It's been working pretty well so far. All right, so we've got about 2.5 more rows until we hit the top. All the way across until we get to here. So here's the solution to having that extra little piece. Obviously, once you get to this one, you can't just set that one in there and pound it in because there's no room for your hammer because of the top timber there. So you just got to cut a smaller piece and just the groove part, and then you just hammer it in straight across, and that'll make a tight enough fit. This little gap here, it's not going to matter because right here I'm going to have a strip just nailed straight to it just for the top. And so all I got to do is finish pounding this in. I have it cut to the same length as this board here, and we'll just nail that one in as well. And then we'll just continue the process back. And I think tonight we're gonna finish this side. Heather's on her way though. She said 6:30. Kind of lost track of time, so I don't know how much time I have. But either way, made some good progress today. And yeah, maybe I'll get lucky and finish this up tonight. You know what? Let's go outside and water the lawn to finish up today's video. I do have to water the lawn in the back. I guess we can end the video back here. Nothing's taking yet. I did plant grass in this little patch here. You can see some of the seeds mixed in. Got these weeds here are really strong. I'm gonna have to go through and yank them by hand, or at least probably just dig them up because these roots are really in there. Not sure what kind of plant it is. Somebody might be able to tell me. I thought it was rhubarb at first, but I don't think it is. If it is, I might just leave it. But I mean, that's growing and the grass is not, at least not yet. Maybe tomorrow I won't even work on the roof. Maybe tomorrow I'll focus my attention on leveling and cleaning and weeding this back area and just get it finalized. Maybe go for some more rocks so I could finish up this path. As you can see, as I walk on it, it self-levels. And so I think it's ready for another 20 buckets or so of rocks. I think that would be good enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and water this. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. I do read all your comments. I appreciate all the suggestions and everything. Any comments you guys leave, if I like the idea, I'm gonna follow through with it. This mini split, this idea here was a comment, so I do pay attention, I do listen. And I've never done anything like this before to this scale, like this huge shop. I never built a shop from a shell out to what it is now until I moved in and just decided to do it. I learned everything from, most of it is on YouTube. Some of it is previous experience. I did go to school for electricity. When I was in high school, I did some electrical work. I did cabinet making, did some carpentry, some masonry, and stuff like that. But never left to myself to do it really. I was in a classroom setting doing that stuff, or I was working with my stepdad, doing construction and stuff like that. And then of course the woodworking stuff just kind of comes from working with guitars for so many years. That's just kind of second nature. I'm excited to be back into it. I got my first big tool yesterday. If you saw yesterday's video, if you haven't seen it, definitely take a look and see that sander that I got and the bandsaw. So I got 2 tools yesterday. The bandsaw should be here this week, so I'm looking forward to that. And that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching.